2-2 tie on the weekend. One more game left in the year. If we win it, I think we take second place. Such a great effort with only 12 players on the weekend. You guys really applied the tactics well. You played very well. Passing game was on point. Communication game was pretty much on point. If we had had our full team there, we would have demolished those guys. So first, some learnings in this play. This is a free kick Levi had. And I do like this. It's a good cross into the box. Levi doesn't get all of it, but they break out. I like this. Look at Levi tracking back here, guys. This is great. On the ball. Luke backs off. Now, here's what I hate. Foot in, miss. Guy has good feet. Luke's going to do the same. Foot in, miss. Justin's going to come over. Foot in, miss. Put body on the man, boys. Body on the man. And just watching this next play, third down the line. See, Alex is taking the ball, but you've got to scan over your shoulder and brace for that oncoming man. Alex had no idea he was there, took a big shot. You got to scan. So these concepts we've been talking about all year, this is great. Regan in goal, Luke's out wide, Levi stays low, he draws. Luke does a great run here. This ball down the sideline's perfect. The wind catches it, pushes it out of bounds. But Alex, you being on the right wing or anyone on that right wing, you've got to get to the sidelines and face the field. With your back to the field, it's really hard to move towards that ball or even cut it off. Now here off the throw in again, Luke hard on the ball with Alex supporting. We get the win back and Lincoln's able to go down the sidelines, guys. We did this brilliantly on the weekend, overloading these players and able to steal the balls and be well covered. So this is just a great sequence here, guys. This ball by Luke to Alex is exactly what we're looking for. Down to the side. Alex gets the chase on. Right there, Alex, you didn't need to overcommit. Just block him out, you'd be fine. However, Alex comes back on this ball. He pressures this guy to the outside, and we're going to get a throw in here. This guy puts it out of bounds. Owen is generally not taking the throw-ins, but this is a great, very lively pace. See, Dan makes this move to the ball, and it's going to put this little through ball here. Now, Alex goes, but Owen's come to the outside to track this guy. Two-man pressure there, guys, and we get the corner kick out of this. So that's really good pressure, and that's really good attack that we have there. Now you can see we've got Luke that's pressed up into the play. You know, defensively, this is late in the game too, guys. We really need to, at times when we're down, we were down 2-1 at this point, we need to play with urgency. Leading into this, we were a bit slow. Now this cross comes in. That ball there should be smashed. And then here, battle's great for Dan. Vincent here is going to go to the outside, but it's a sea of yellow. This is where we got to open up, take some patience, try to make a pass. You know, and we're not really looking for each other here so well, but we're positionally so sound, right? We've got players layered, guys are looking, and these guys sort of just had one game. They were kicking it up the field and chasing it, and there's our positional play right there. You know, we were owning the middle of the field, which has been so good the last 3 games. And even then, you can see the midfield is covered by us. Now, this is when they get this ball out, and this was their play, right? They're going on a run here. We're going to chase back, which is great. You're going to see Levi gets his hand in the air to try to call the offside, which he was, but that's all right. We got the offside call. And that's a great call. That's what you want your defense to do, particularly I was the linesman, and I wasn't there. I'm, more concerned with filming, but I should have had that call. However, here, I'm yelling, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. And we're just too slow to react here. They were still tracking back. This is a great ball, though. We do get on it. Down the line, guys. Again, this positional play and out to the wing. You're going to lose the camera here for a little bit. But we've got this play shifted down the right side of the field. We've lost it here, but we do battle, guys. We had great battle this whole game. So we're looking, it's gone out for a throw-in. We've won a lot of these battles and these balls. Positionally, that I like. Everyone's scanning. Everybody's looking. There's the win there. Vince, we got a left foot. This ball's going to pop loose here in a minute, though, which is good. This is all coming down to the battle. Right? There it is. Owen's got the steal. He's dejected, but watch. Back post. Flynn chases up. We've got the goal. Fantastic, boys. That's what we're looking for, Flynn. That was good battle. We deserve that. Okay, this is coming off a goal kick here, guys. And this came up, and that was great. Justin on this battle, and Justin passes back to Luke. You see Chester steps back here. We've got a nice triangle, and this is a switch that we've always talked about. Levi to the outside. We've transferred the play. Unfortunately, this ball goes out of bounds, but it is entirely the right play. Now we call a sub. You guys with 12 men, everyone, you can see Joel's doing it right here. Taking breaths, relaxing, but he's focused on the play. And if you guys look at this, just look at the amount of green and how well everyone is stationed in reality to what they have in terms of options. We are covered literally everywhere in front of the man. And this is good here by Joel. The man moving forwards, which is Luke, takes the ball. Lincoln does not give up on this going long and almost steals this ball. So we're going to get a goal kick, which is good. And you know, guys, we were paying attention. This goalie did not have a great boot. And you're going to see this, I believe, it even takes a funny bounce in front of Owen here. It just takes a complete stall. You know, that's not a great boot. He was into the wind. Unfortunately, you know, we had the chance. Lincoln here is trying to go, but you guys are going 1-4. We've got to give options, try to slide to the outside. You're not going to score on that unless you're exceptionally lucky. You know, Dan tries the through ball. We were talking about getting up high. Luke kind of giving it away, but battle. Luke wins this ball, which is great. Joel has the right idea. He goes for the cross. So here we are off the corner kick. Levi's done a great job taking corners all year, but I like this. You can see he's a defenseman. He's gone to take this guy. Been taken out. But because of her positioning, they've just kicked it out of bounds, and Levi going up to get that ball. You know, it's a panic move. Like this move, Joel here, he sees the open man. Unfortunately there, he's kicking into coverage. But again, they've kicked to clear, and that sideline play, guys, is exactly what we want to keep doing. Work the outsides until we get some space in the middle. Now, when we've only got one player on the sidelines, it's important that you guys take some time and recover. Now, with one game left in the year, I think we're recovered on this. But, you know, for future sports too, when you get a chance to get your wind, get it. Now, like this, everyone is scanning for when this throw is coming in here. You see Joe right there, immediately in there, is taking the ball, gone down the line. This great through ball onto Lincoln. And we control the flow when we make a move like this. And again, guys, if you're looking at the pitch and the field, your positioning where you're meeting the ball based on the length of the keeper and his goal kicks, the press that you put on here is far superior to particularly last 3 or 4 games. You guys have really just come together here. And then the coverage here. I mean, this pass, he's got to get it through 4 guys to go anywhere. That's what we were talking about on the weekend. See, that's a good through ball by Owen. Joel's got to move to the ball. You know, ideally we want to get the pass to the man to feet or as a man's moving and running. But if the ball's going through, guys, you have to make movement towards the ball. Go get the pass. If the pass isn't moving by you into space, move to that ball and challenge for it. Again, these guys weren't in a rush. I wish at this point we were playing with a little bit more urgency because we wanted to get our tying goal, but we did get it. See, again, off the throw in, I think we've turned this one over here. Good battle on the line. And we're back in for another corner kick. Once again, like I mentioned earlier, our corners were strong, but here we're flat. I mean, this ball is up for keeps, and we had one guy challenging for it. Now here, too, there's this pass. This pass should have gone to Vince. It comes to the middle. I think that's Lincoln. We do try to get the ball through, but if you guys continue to feed across to the right at above the 18 there, you had Luke and Levi in a line. Those shots from up high, we've got men in the box. There's a higher generational chance to score some goals. You know, here we are, another corner kick out. That's great. These guys really weren't too technical. You know, they got a foot on the ball out of bounds. Levi was doing what he could here as well. That wind was really pushing the ball back. That's where I like the ball a little bit higher because we've got the overload head. Now this ball should have come out to the right. Gone left, back into the box here again. You know, and this is where, when we get the chance here, we want to bring it under control. This sort of kick and throw our feet at it's not the best, but Alex has made a great pass back here. I believe that was Alex. And Vince takes that shot from out there, and that's where I like. That's where we want some shots coming from. A lot of these keepers are dropping those opportunities. And when we're just hitting walls of people in the middle, take those shots from diagonal on the outside. And let's let those 2 strikers and the outside wings and mid get in there and attack. So, guys, this is off kickoff. I love this. We get right into a hard press here. On that press, you see Lincoln puts pressure on this guy. He's got nowhere to go, and Joel's right there to take the ball down the line. Now, Joel's got to cut into the left here as he's done there to create a gap in space, and Lincoln should have gone down the line. However, we get a good move to the inside, and we get an opportunity. I did talk to Joel, did the right thing there, take the shot, but, it's straight down on the ball and follow through with the leg across the body, generate some power and get some better control. But that was a great opportunity. And once again, this game, we had plenty of opportunities, and we just a bit snake bit again, didn't capitalize. And again, here these guys are, this goalie and these players, they were really in no rush to get the ball back in play. These guys were a slow-moving team when things went out of bounds. The urgency just wasn't there. And if we had actually been paying attention a few times with the ball, the goalie was often sitting down in the crease. We could have skied a couple of long shots. But you see, there it is. Right out, I think Owen goes for a shot here. Generally, Owen catches this a bit better. Unfortunately, he doesn't, but Vince is on the chase. And again, here's another turnover, guys. I believe that's Joel on the right, going into the spot that he needs to be at that back post in case the ball comes through. And then I believe this is the playback here. I do like how our defensive line is lined up. There it is. A challenge in the middle. Now, this is a smart play. Levi here, again, we wanted that up. You can see Lincoln was offside, got himself back onside. We just did sort of dump that ball into the middle of coverage. And, we do, if we want to, play into space on the outside, and then we can spread the middle of that field to create better opportunities. Oh, there's Chester, body on the man, like that. Smaller guy takes the man, wins the ball, and out of bounds it goes. That's good, guys. I like this. We're tracking back. They're not in a rush. We don't need to be in a rush. And Joel there activates right away. Sees when this guy's going to throw. There's very few options. This guy's going to come up high. First mistake here is Owen doesn't body this guy enough. He cuts to the inside, but now like this. Dan steps up, body on the man, off the ball. Body on the man, off the ball. This guy takes on like 5 of us, though. Once he's around Dan, nobody puts a body on him. In fact, he runs over one of our players, gets a shot, misses. Body on the man, guys. You can see when Dan did that the first time, he knocked the guy off the ball. Second time, knocked the guy off the ball. That player was persistent at getting on the ball. But that's why we've got to body the man, guys. I can't say it enough. Shoulder down, drop it, give him a push. As long as you're kind of going for the ball, no problems. Things like this are going to happen. You see how Dan rolls his weight towards the goal. Get behind the ball, square up with your back to the goal, and push everything forwards. That was just unlucky.